If you have a boyfriend or something like this, just make sure that you met him at a respectable like place, right? Like, because I believe however like the story starts, you can really see the projection. When do you settle down as a woman? Is it when you're nearing your 30s and like you need to quickly like just settle down and find a partner? What's the secret? The secret is that you just live your life. As someone who has experienced both mom life and career, I would say like secure like a skill set first. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be a professional degree, as long as you have a skill to earn money in this economy where you can easily earn money having a specific skill. So just securing that first before before having kids is really helpful, because it's always helpful to have like an independent mom, even if you're married to a provider or your husband likes to provide. Decide at least, like, know what you're going to be doing as a career, because kids grow up so fast, and then we're left as moms, we're left with like older age and also no skills or passion of our own. And so I just recently quit my job. I'm opening a Pilates studio in where I live, and basically that's one of my skill sets that and then I'm making these videos. So when my kids go to school, I have things to do. I have career, I have a purpose to live, even when my kids grow older. So I definitely recommend like explore your passion, explore like your skill sets, and have that secured before you decide to settle down and have kids. But at the same time, I had my girls when I was 23 and 25, and I don't regret it at all, because I'm still not even 30, and my girls are like going to school. So I'm really thankful that I had them young. But at the same time, I've been in a privileged place where my husband and my father has always provided for me. So I was able to have kids at a young age because I was privileged enough, like where my father has provided for me, and then my husband also has been providing since the day we got married. So if you don't have that kind of like security, that you don't have to go back, but even then I always advocate for like women to have their own thing going on, right? So even if you do have a provider, I would definitely say while you're pregnant, while you're like about to have kids, definitely have some sort of skill on you. So that's one thing. But then it really depends on you. Like there is no one that could tell you, okay, like settle down by 30. Oh, you're 30, you're done. No, like you're never done. Even when you're 50 and you don't want to settle down, you don't want to have a family, you don't want to have a husband, do you, boo. Like that, do whatever you want. That's your life. Nobody should be really saying if you don't have a family by 30, you're a failure. If you don't have this by 40, no, like you're never a failure, and you live your own life and paint your own life. Next thing is about finding an amazing guy to marry and settle down with, right? If you do decide to settle down, if you do want to settle down, make sure that the guy and your partner is like an amazing person, because that person is not just your like fun cutesy demure like boyfriend situation. No, like after you have kids, it's going to be your kid's father. And when you're in sickness, that's going to be your the partner that helps you in any situation in life. And when you're about to like make an investment or like start a business, that's your cheerleader, someone who really lifts you up. And not only that, like he has an amazing character. Understand that having the partner is like the biggest investment you'll ever make, because that's going to link to everything in your life. So how do you find an amazing partner? Is by being the best version of yourself, of course, right? Because you want to attract a good person, you have to be an amazing person yourself first. And then it's like, what kind of situation do you want to focus on? Do you want to marry like a religious guy? Then you have to be, God fearing, and you have to be attending all these, like prayers and all of the things that like ceremonies and things like this, and you might just meet them over there. Like the safest way is like being introduced by your family member or like friends, right? It's like I was only open to arranged marriage. Like I never had boyfriend, or like I never even like held like a guy's hand. I was that protected. I grew up as Pakistani Muslim in Japan with a very protective environment, and I'm really thankful actually. I'm thankful that I never really had boyfriends, or I never really like wasted my energy on like talking to boys or anything like that. And my husband also appreciates that. That may sound very extreme, but like that's my experience. And so yeah, like I was open to arranged marriage. So maybe if you're not, if if you like to date, if you're like, if you have a boyfriend or something like this, just make sure that you met him at a respectable like place, right? Like, because I believe however like the story starts, that's how like the you can really see the projection. If you met someone at like a club or something, right? um, I'm just giving a hypothetical situation. Of course, like imagine, and they were drawn to your beauty. Let's just imagine. What are the chances that maybe like they go alone one day and they would find another one attractive or something? Meeting your partner in a respectful place or way, like being introduced by a friend or family, or meeting them at a mosque or church. Or anything that's like respectable and something that's so authentic and demure and mindful. That's the kind of like I would say that's my personal opinion. Like you might not agree and this might not be like the correct answer, but that's what I would prefer. Being introduced by your friend or family just kind of secures like, okay, they have a good moral like background, have good financial security, like so many things just get like checked just by being recommended by your friend or family. Even if you do get introduced by like family or friends, don't just like give in so easily. Like you are so valuable as a woman. Like you literally hold like generations of your family in your like in yourself, that you can't just just give yourself or even your energy into any guy, that even if they're like introduced to you by your family or friends. I would say be very careful of your energy and your space, your intimacy. I would not give it away just like that, because why? Like, why would you just want to give your energy to anyone? Because that should be, like for someone like that's so special and you're it person. That might be a little conservative approach, but that's what I believe. Like, I'm so thankful that I never really gave my energy to anyone. So now I'm able to give it to my husband who actually deserves it. Like being a high value woman is basically respecting yourself and respecting everything around you, your family, your friends, your father, your mother. And when you respect your parents is when you respect yourself and your energy. When you start doing that, like the right person would just like show up in your life and would just really like give you that princess treatment that we all want. Everything will work out on its own pace. What I have learned in life, taking that time to do meditation or even prayer, if you like to pray to God, just taking that time out and really listening and connecting with yourself, with God, that's how I've been able to find peace and find answers. Because the answers, the real answers, you already have it in your heart. And one more thing, it's like if you're doubtful about something and you start asking your friends or, family, just know that most likely the answer is no. Because when you're certain about something, whether that's a person, career, wanting kids, whatever it is, when you're certain, that means your subconscious, your gut is telling you that that's what I want and that's what you need to do. So, really taking that time out, like meditating, dreaming about the dream life that you want to live, and just like being in your own bubble. That's what's going to really like just help you be in that high energy and like, live a content and peaceful and mindful and demure life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, don't forget to share it with one of your girlfriends that would find this helpful, and watch this next. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.